আমি অত্যন্ত আনন্দিত যে আজকে এবিপির এই ইনফোকমে আমাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানানো হয়েছে। তার জন্য আমি এবিপি গ্রুপকে আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন জানাই। সাবজেক্ট হচ্ছে রিফর্ম পাওয়ার সেক্টর। তো যেহেতু অন্য রাজ্যের লোকেরাও আছে, ভারতবর্ষের বাইরের লোকেরাও আছে, তাই আমি বাংলায় না, আমি ইংরেজিতে বলার চেষ্টা করছি। Good afternoon, everybody. I welcome you all in our lighting personalities, speaker on dais, and all other dignitaries present here, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to present today in the 21st edition of Infocom 2022, being held in the centenary year of ABP. My heartfelt appreciation to the ABP Group for consistently hosting the leadership summit for the last 2 decades. It has been recognized as the platform of industry leaders to share their experiences, their success stories and views. Today I am here to talk about the subject, reforms in power sector. Sectorial reforms in India have rarely been linear. The power sector is a good example of how they have been shaped by changing circumstances. Electricity was first introduced near the end of Victorian period in late 19th century, followed by introduction in India on the street of Calcutta in 1897 during the colonial period. First hydroelectrical power plant in Asia was set up at Siddhapam in Darjeeling district in 1897, which is still running under the WBSC-DCL with generation capacity of 400 megawatt. After assuming the charge of the office in 2011, our present government, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, undertook the power sector reforms on a much broader perspective. The reforms opened an unprecedented growth with significant increase in the addition of thermal power plants, substations, transmission and distribution network and renewables. If we go into the performance of our government, among our state generation stations, Chautardi was ranked number 1 till September 2021 in all India ranking. In the financial year 21-22, our plant load factor, PLF, is better than central giant like DBC and NTPC, and much above the national average. This year, our PLF is 81.6%, much higher than the national average, and the NTPC figure of 75.11%. In the financial year 21-22, production from WBPDCL captive mines were almost 70% of the total coal requirement. This year, it is already been touched 73%. While second largest coal mines, Deutsche Pachami, would be operational soon. West Bengal would be self-sufficient in coal from there on. In the recent past, there was a huge coal shortage problem in the country. Almost every state imported coal from the other countries. There were power cuts in every state, including Gujarat, where our Honorable Prime Minister belongs to. But the Bengal is the only state where there was no power cut even for a minute during this same period. Financial year 2023, the installed PV project capacity has reached 135.58 megawatt. Since 2011, 50 numbers of extra high voltage substation and 5,290.29 circuit kilometer transmission lines have been added, leading to a network comprising of 151 extra high voltage substation and 16,193.29 circuit kilometer of transmission line till September 2022. Since 2011, altogether, 315 numbers of new 33.11 kV substation has been set up with huge increase of HT overhead lines. There is 193.8%. Underground lines 380.92% and LT network 295%. Our consumer growth in Bengal is also a massive. From 2011, it was only 5 lakhs, but at present, it is 2 crores 53 lakhs. Our focus is on electrification of all households under Sabar Ghare Alo with creation of robust infrastructure of the same, betterment of the consumer service, improvement of the operational efficiency and reduction of losses. Lots of IT-enabled service were introduced like spot billing at consumer doorstep, mobile app for consumer, enabling them to docket calls, view and pay bills, apply for new connection, load extension, etc. Consumer can make online payment through various digital payments mode. Now almost 67% revenue of WBSE-DCL is collected through online mode, which is a major success story. To remind the service to the consumer at doorstep, spacious camp are organized under Duare Sarkar initiative of the state government. In the line with the sectorial reform, capacity additional and clean energy introduced have been planned in the government, by the government. One 660 megawatt supercritical thermal power station is under construction at Sagardighi, which shall be added up to the existing thermal capacity of West Bengal. The state has further potential to add one 660 megawatt and two 800 megawatt thermal power unit at Bokreshwar and Shaltaldi respectively. We have planned to go for a major upgradation in Kolaghat and Bandel thermal power station immediately. We are setting up another 100 megawatt palm storage project at Turga, in addition to our existing PPSP of 900 megawatt at Ajodhya Pahar. In addition, 182.5 megawatt floating and ground mounted solar PV project are various stages of implementation of Gwaltor, Sagardighi and Shaltaldi. West Bengal government cabinet has approved setting up one 500 megawatt floating solar plant in Bokreshwar Dam. We have taken up implementation of scheduling, accounting, metering and settlement of transmission project for the development of ABT metering with automatic meter reading and web-based scheduling bill and accounting of energy. Recently, Government of India has identified West Bengal as a potential state for green hydrogen and ammonia manufacturing zone, and WPPDCL is planning to install a green hydrogen plant at Durgapur as a pilot project. The pursuit towards energy transition has got a major fillip through the RTSS program, through which 11,895 crores shall be invested I repeat, 11,895 crores shall be invested for cost reducing, installation of smart meters, system modernization to drive the sector out of woods for the all time to come and put up the sector on path sustained improvement trajectory. In the last 34 years of the rule of the left-front government, English language was banned in the primary education. But one English word was popular all walk of life, from child to age, literate to illiterate, poor to lenius. Guess what is the word? This word was load shedding. In the presence of our government under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Srimati Mamata Banerjee, made load shedding a thing of past and it out of dictionary of Bengal power map. Our hydel power station, which are dependent on the river water flow, are bleeding due to the lack of central government policies. I repeat, our hydel power station, which are dependent on the river water flow, are bleeding due to the lack of central government policies and carelessness to restore the river water flow by frequent desilting and digging. In the present, so many business and corporate houses present in the business conclave, we remind that Bengal is the destination of future business. We present our glorious Bengal before you for setting up a business where you have excess power, no power cut. The government of West Bengal is committed to provide steady power supply with affordable cost to all class of consumers with the objective of inclusive and sustainable growth. তাই রবি ঠাকুরের ভাষায় বলতে পারি, আলো আমার আলো গো, আলোয় ভুবন ভরা, আলোর নয়ন ধোয়া আমার, আলোয় হৃদয় ভরা। My appeal to all the business communities, please come forward to invest in Bengal. I repeat, the Bengal is the destination of business. আবার রবি ঠাকুরের ভাষায় বলি, এসো আমার ঘরে এসো, এসো আমার ঘরে। I thank you all for your kind attention and time and hope that you had a very productive and successful conclave. Thank you. আনন্দবাজার পত্রিকা তাদের শতবর্ষে এই যে কনক্লেভ করছেন ইনফোকম